So I just did a Forex analysis for April. The analysis was to assess the relative strength of the G7 currencies against the US dollar. This is a metric that I came up with a couple of years ago, moving average ranking. It looks at where price is relative to three moving averages, the 50, 100, 200, and the order of those moving averages on the chart. So what we have here for going into April, we have the pound, euro, and Swiss franc, the strongest. We have the Canadian dollar and the Aussie dollar, the weakest. So I'm going to do an analysis. I'm going to pick, let's just say the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so we'll do the pound against the Canadian dollar. Pound versus the Canadian dollar. Actually, I did analysis, I think several weeks on this pair. So let's just go with, all right, let's go with the EURCAD. All right. So first thing I do is I go to the monthly chart and I establish where price stopped going down and started going up. So I look at current price and I go down, and we had a reversal at this level here. So we're going to call that our monthly buyers level. At the 1.30000. All right, and then we look at the suppliers, sellers. Look at current price. Go to the left, you go up, and we're going to pick rally. All right, this is a big zone, but we're going to pick it nevertheless. All right, so where did price stop going up and where did it start going down? This level here, we'll call that the 1.57 level. $1.57000. Now, one thing to note, you have these wicks here, which is selling pressure on the monthly chart, and you can see how for the month of April, how price sold off. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. And for this past week that passed, you can see how price buyers bid up price, but then it sold off, which makes perfect sense, right? You got all these wicks indicating selling pressure. All right. So we'll denote that. So at the 1.51 level, you have resistance. However, the trend is still up, and you can just look at your moving averages. In this case, I have a 13 and 26 moving average, and you can see that price is respecting the 13. It's a moving average right now. So we're looking for entries to go long. So price is pulling back. Let's just see how that area looks on the daily. Wicks, wicks, wicks. So price really needs to get above the 1.51. Just looking for daily sellers. This might be a level. Just want to look at volume. Okay. Actually, let's stay over this area. Let's go down to the 8-hour time frame. So on the 8-hour, we had a rally in price, two basic candles, and a huge drop. Just out of curiosity, where did price stop? Okay. So that's kind of good. Price took out that level, but then sold off nevertheless. And then you have another seller's area. You had a rallying price, two basic candles, and a drop. And I think price, let's see where price came. All right. So I'm just going to denote that by all right. So even though this level is a seller's level, it's reacting to the level here. You have a drop in price, a basic candle, and then a drop. All right, I'm going to go down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so there's room to the upside. Again, this area is not fresh. It's a reaction to this level here. So there could be no more unfilled sell orders. Ideally, what we want to see is price close above this area here before going long. Now, this is not the prettiest of levels. And I'm not even going to call it a 4-hour buyer's level, but This was the level where price paused and then screamed higher, taking out the pivot high to the left. Volume was okay. Let's see how that looks like on the 8-hour. And this move higher was on the again 8-hour chart. This candle opened at 1 a.m. So I would have preferred if the candle opened during, say, the London, New York session, where the volume kicks in. Eight hours. Nevertheless, we do have the price potentially coming down and touching the 26 simple moving average. We can see prices forming sellers levels at the 1.5. Go to the forward chart, but that's, so this area took out what was previous buyers. So the short-term momentum is down, longer term trend is up. Go back to the daily chart. I would prefer if price came down to the 1.48 level, which was previous resistance. However, this level is going to get in the way of price getting down here. Price may base and then see further declines. I would prefer if price just came down in the form of extended range red candles. Alright, so this is a wait and see on the EURCAD. There's no really clean setup. Let's just go down to the hourly chart just to see. So you can see how, if you look at the volume, we had a rally into this level, basing, which makes sense, low volume, and then a rally out. So this level could hold. This level could hold. Because again, we are in the uptrend. But right now the reward to risk is limited. We need to close above this resistance band. Alright, I'm going to pay attention to this pair this week based on the analysis that was just done. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.